What's up, guys? It's Christian here, back with another video. This is my college football picks for Week 9 of 2020. This is my picks from last week. As you can see, I had a pretty decent week. Went 13-8, 80-41 overall in the year now. So, doing pretty decent still so far. So, can't complain. There we go. Oops. Alright, so first up last night was number 11 Miami at NC State. I got this one right, picked Miami. D'Eriq King basically put the whole team on his back last night from what I hear. So, got that one right. Number 9 BYU at number 21 Boise State. I got this game right as well. Picked BYU and they won convincingly. I seriously think BYU is maybe a playoff contender depending upon how the rest of the season goes with all these other teams and who, if anyone loses games, the Big Ten or whatever. So I seriously think they can maybe sneak in there. Number 23 Michigan at number 13 Indiana. I'm going to go Indiana here. A lot of people are picking Michigan to win this game. After what I saw last week, I just can't do it. So I'm going to go with Indiana here, even though it seriously might be a slight upset, even though Indiana's ranked higher than them. But I'm going to go with Indiana here. Don't know why they're playing this game at 9 in the morning local time, but Arizona State at number 20 USC. I'm going with USC at home. I think this is actually going to be a really good game, but I think USC has the slight edge over Arizona State, so I'm going to go with USC. West Virginia at number 22 Texas. I'm going to go with Texas here. I think both teams are coming off solid wins last week, but I like Texas a little bit more at home to get it done over West Virginia. Number 25 Liberty at Virginia Tech. This is a game I kind of went back and forth on because I definitely think Liberty can win this game, but I'm going to end up going with Virginia Tech here at home to get it done. I just don't see an upset happening here, but I definitely think it could, but I just don't see it. A struggling North Carolina team right now at Duke. I'm going to go with North Carolina here. It was kind of a tough game for me to pick because both teams are kind of struggling right now. North Carolina probably more than Duke right now, honestly, but I still think North Carolina is the better team, so I'm going to go with North Carolina there. Michigan State at Iowa. Michigan State coming off that big win last week, obviously. Iowa had a tough start to the season at 0-2, so I'm going to go with Michigan State to get the, I guess most people would consider an upset win over Iowa here. So give me Michigan State to get it done on the road at Iowa. Vanderbilt at Mississippi State. I'll go with Mississippi State here. To be honest, I kind of had a hard time picking this game. Actually, no, I really didn't because Mississippi State struggled so far, but Vandy's just on a whole new level of struggling with this conference-only schedule. So give me Mississippi State there. Oops. There we go. What game is that? Oh, yeah. Maryland at Penn State. I'm going to go with Penn State here. I know they have lost their first two games. Indiana was kind of a fluke. I still feel like they kind of got screwed in that game. I don't think that was a touchdown still. Anyway, they might have still lost anyway. And I'm going to go with Penn State here to get it done pretty handily still, though, over Maryland at home. Minnesota at Illinois. I'm going to go with Minnesota here. Tough. It was kind of a tough game for me to pick because Minnesota's gotten off to a rough start this year. Illinois hasn't been great from what I know, but I'm going to go with Minnesota here just because I think they're a little bit better. I trust their coach more too. Was going to pick this game, but it got postponed. Number 14 Oklahoma State at Kansas State. I'm going with Oklahoma State here. Yeah, it was kind of a game I kind of wanted to pull the trigger on Kansas State just because, but I decided to stick with Oklahoma State. Like, they both lost. It's interesting. The two teams that won between these four teams of West Virginia, Texas, Oklahoma State, and Kansas State are playing each other, and then the two teams that lost are playing each other. So I'm going to go with Oklahoma State. I just think they're a little bit better than Kansas State, so give me Oklahoma State there. Number 7, Texas A&M at South Carolina. I think A&M keeps their playoff hopes alive. goes on the road and beats South Carolina, and I seriously think if A&M wins out, they make the playoff. That's just my opinion. A lot of things could change right now, from now to then, but I think if A&M wins out, they can make the playoff. Baylor at number 17, Iowa State. I'm going to go with Iowa State here. Don't know a ton about these two teams, but I do think Iowa State's a little bit better than Baylor, so I'm going to go with Iowa State. UCLA at Colorado. This is a game I kind of went back and forth on. Again, another game I didn't really know a ton about. But I'm going to go with UCLA here to get it done on the road. I don't really know why. It's just I kind of flipped a coin here. That's probably what a lot of people did here. So I'm going to go with UCLA. Stanford at number 12, right? Yeah, number 12, Oregon. I'm going with Oregon here. I think they get off to a hot start on the season and beat Stanford in game 1. What's the next one? Why can't I? Okay. Washington State at Oregon State. I'm going to go with, who did I go with? Hold on. I'm sorry, folks. This is embarrassing. There we go. I'm going to go with Oregon State there. Another game I really didn't have any idea who to pick, so I kind of just flipped a coin again. This is Washington State's first game without Mike Leach as their coach. It's going to be pretty weird to see that, but I think Oregon State will win at home, and I was going to pick Washington Cal, but that got canceled as well. Canceled. Yeah, it's forgot with Arizona, Utah, it's canceled. It's not postponed, it's canceled. Anyway, number 8 Florida versus number 5 Georgia. So I've gone back and forth on this game all week. Parts of the week I was leaning Florida. Parts of the week I was leaning Georgia. But overall, I think the one thing that's going to... I think these teams are pretty evenly matched, but I think Florida has a better offense, and I think Florida has a better quarterback with Kyle Trask over Stetson Bennett. Georgia refuses to change quarterbacks, so I'm going to go with Florida to get it done over Georgia today. In the game of the day, we've got number 1 Clemson at number 4 Notre Dame. I seriously have gone back and forth on this game. I've gone back and forth on this game too. Obviously, it's going to be tough for Clemson without Trevor Lawrence again, playing in I would say hostile environment, but since the whole crowd's not going to be there, it's not as much of one. So I'm still going to go Clemson. I think that they struggled last week against Boston College with the same offense. Their defense didn't play outstanding as well, but I do think they can. If anyone can turn it around, it's Clemson. So I like Clemson over Notre Dame. I do think Notre Dame, it's probably only by like 3 though. I think it's a very, very close game, but I like Clemson to get it done on the road at Notre Dame. And then finally, we've got Tennessee at Arkansas. Another game I kind of went back and forth on all week, and I'm going to end up going with Tennessee here, and here's why. One, I definitely I'm not confident in that pick, but I feel like this game could kind of be like the Mississippi State game last year for Tennessee, where it's kind of a season kickstarter, where it turns the season around. So hopefully I'm right, but yeah, I'm going to go Tennessee there to get it done over Arkansas. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and enjoy your Saturday.